I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I really like video games. I might be exposing myself a little bit with this one, but video games have done a lot for me personally. But life wasn't always good for me, if you understand what I'm saying. And video games used to be a way, and it still is a way that I cope with this type of shit. You know, when like things are going wrong in life and I just don't know what to do. I'll just pull up a video game, you know? And it's kind of disheartening how shit is now. It feels like, to me, it feels kind of disheartening to me. Am I making sense? I don't know. What I'm trying to say, right, is it seems like it's cool to hate on video games and say gaming is dead and this and that. But I'm going to be real with you. I've never been so overwhelmed by the amount of options that I have. I got a Game Pass on my PlayStation, and I got a Game Pass on my PC. I have never been so overwhelmed by the amount of shit to just download and play. Like, I actually have choice paralysis. There are 2 games right now that I'm trying to decide between playing tonight. And there are like another 4 games that I'm trying to decide on making a video about. And there's so much shit in my backlog, you might as well get me a fucking truck to put the shit in. I don't understand how people can get up here and be like, gaming is dead. I don't know if I've ever been this happy with video games before. Definitely still teams out here putting out unexpired garbage held together with tape, glue, and fucking $80 price tag. But there's good games out there. You just have to be willing to try different shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think a lot of people, well, actually, no, D&D is very famous, but I'm going to use this example anyway. I don't think a lot of people would just be like, oh shit, Baldur's Gate 3, you know? But it's like, if you sat and you tried it, you might actually like it. I think there are definitely some people out there like, I only play AAA games. I don't play indie games. But if you played an indie game, you probably would fucking like it. You know, and it's like, I never really knew what the hell I didn't know what indie games were until like a couple years ago. And then I played a few and I'm like, yo, this is better than some of the AAA shit. Like, it's dudes out here running circles around teams of 100 people. Like, there's one guy coding, mapping, doing the graphics, all types of shit, and he's lapping y'all. Like, I don't understand it. You know, like, there's so much cool shit going on. It's like, people are just saying gaming is dead. How? What are you playing? Like, what games are you playing that had you like, oh, gaming is dead? Because I'm not gonna lie, if all you're playing is fucking, I hate to pick on people like this, but if all you're playing is like 2K or like Madden or like some sports game that doesn't change too much throughout the years, yeah, you're gonna think gaming is fucking dead. But if you pick up like fucking, I don't know, God of War, Persona, even something old like Chrono Cross or Nier Automata, I don't know how old Nier is at this point. If you pick up something else, you'll be like, oh my God, this is something different. Gaming has not died. They're still making video games. And on top of that, you ain't even gotta have money to game no more for, like, they got Game Passes and shit. I'm broke and I have a Game Pass. It's like $10 a month. I don't have to buy shit else if I don't feel like it, low key. If it ain't on Game Pass, I ain't gotta play it, but that's still tons of options, you know? And I feel like I'm yelling at y'all and I'm sorry, but it's like, I've been working on this script for the last 2 weeks, and every time I try to talk about it, like, the amount of emotion that I need to happen within these words don't happen, because when I just read shit, I sound like a robot. But bro, video games are not dead, my guy. Now, granted, like I said, some of these people are making trash, and y'all should be ashamed of yourselves, because I'm not gonna lie. If you were born around the time I was, you might have seen the prices of games go up like 2 or 3 separate times already, and I'm not gonna lie, that is insane. You know, it is insane of you to think that I'm about to pay $80 for some trash you made in about 2 weeks. And then it's like, some of the shit don't be optimized. See, that's the shit I can understand people complaining about. As the years have continued, we've gotten more and more comfortable with people releasing games that aren't optimized properly. I can't even count on one hand anymore how many times somebody's been like, oh, wait for the day one patch. It'll get better after the day one patch. They've been developing the game for 3 years. What the fuck you mean day one patch? I don't understand if it was some buzz going on. I don't understand if somebody broke something. I don't understand if a bug even happened that caused the frame rate to drop, but the frame rate's just low. Like, it's just low. So it brings me to ask, are people testing these games like they normally would? Are we doing game tests still? I think I lost my keys. Hold on. Oh, they're in my pocket. Are we doing game tests like we normally would? You know, because I don't feel like they got people testing this shit, or they're not testing it as extensively as possible. The first thing people are going to notice when they play a video game is this shit optimized? You know what I'm saying? And granted, some people just don't have the power in their rig to keep up with, you know, the graphics and stuff like that. But at the same time, you don't have to push for otherworldly graphics. You know, that's dangerous to push for shit like that. We're already ever since COVID happened, prices of stuff has gone up dramatically, and computer parts are definitely a lot more expensive than they used to be, because my first bill was $400 and now I'm pretty sure that same bill would probably be like $800, maybe, depending. I don't know. I don't have the exact facts on that, but point I'm saying is I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I think I'm just rambling about video games, which is cool. What was the point I was trying to make? Oh, pushing for super high graphics is not always a good thing to do. I'd say go for like impressive graphics, but mostly focus on optimization. Don't just be like, oh, I can get this truck on this game and I can get the light to reflect off of it no matter where you're looking at it from. Cool. But can I see that in 60 FPS? Or am I about to go straight to 14 FPS as soon as the sun touches the paint on this truck? That's the question I'm asking. I don't care that this truck looks like one I can go outside and stare at. I care if it's smooth enough for me to actually enjoy the experience. But I don't know. I just wanted to talk about this real quick because, you know, I really like video games, and opinions are definitely dangerous. I used to really look at Steam. Well, I still do, honestly. I still look at before you buys and Steam store page reviews and things of that nature, because you do want to be informed when you make your purchase. You do. So I don't want to make it sound like you shouldn't be informed. But what I'm saying is, don't take the opinion of what somebody else says as just a complete fact. Unless logistically speaking, you can see exactly what they're trying to say. Like, if you see a review and it says this shit laggy as fuck, and then you go and watch the YouTube video and it is indeed laggy as fuck, at that point, all right, cool, I understand. You know, don't buy it. But if somebody's like, the sky's blue and I don't like that, the sky's normally blue. You know, don't listen to this guy. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. You know? So it's like, just make your own opinion. Am I getting sick? Like, now? I think I might be getting sick. I'm ending this video. Y'all have a good night.